spinous contact will be just a little bit different than what we've done in all our spinous contacts so far. If I were to contact a T6, or let's say a T7 right at the midpoint, if I were to contact T7 as a PRS, I'm going to palpate the spinous of T7. I'm going to go right up underneath the tip of the spinous of T6, and that's where I'm making my pisiform contact for a T7 PRS in this case. Because as that spinous grows downward, imbricates, if I contact on the inferior border of that, I'm just jamming that into the 8th dorsal. If I go up underneath the tip of T6 for my T7 spinous correction, I'm going more through the body of T7. So, let's try that 7. So there's 7. I'm underneath the tip of 6. Pisiform, get right underneath that. As flat hand as I can to maintain as much specificity as possible without getting too arched to where I irritate the spinous process. So try to keep it as flat as you can. On that one picture when they showed Gonnie adjusting last night, he was pretty arched on that. Remember you saw that one? He came in like this, made that set. Now obviously on that person that didn't bother them, but on a lot of people that might be a little bit too arched. But give it the arch that you can without getting too abrasive on it. Coming in here, I'm taking episternal lodge through the disc plane line, which is probably going to be about like this. I have a slight lateral to medial with my episternal lodge. I take the slack out. There we go. A little more down. That's good. Limp as you can. And then we set it and hold. Okay? Always hold when we adjust. Now you can sneak up on these. Once you get the slack out, you get the feel of what this gives. Right there's the end of it. I want to let him relax. There was my set time. I felt things just kind of go. When I get a sense of when that is, he's coming up. Now I can do this, and as he goes down, I can do this. Set. Now we'll typically use more amplitude than that, but you get the idea. I want to lead with my upper torso. I can use my upper torso like this and kind of fall on it and thrust and hold it just like that. My torso weight helps me hold that segment, which is so important in all our sets, but even more important as we get on this table. If you bounce on this one, or do a recoil on this one, it probably won't invite you back to this table, because it stings more so than the other tables. The upside of this table is if you have a segment that's giving you a marginal response, or you're not getting it to hold as well as you like for as long as you like, you could try it here. And Gonstead always felt, as we made the set here, the cushion gave us a little rebound, and if we held like that and we did that, we seemed to get a little bit better depth out of the whole thing. I would say that factor plus is probably more like, as we get the depth here with more give than the hilo might allow for us, and we hold that, we're getting a little bit more of a lengthening of that end organ of the muscle tissue. So the Golgi tendon organ will respond to rate of change and length of change. And as we go through rate of change, the HV, high velocity, does it quickly, it responds to that well, and then holds that length better if we hold the set there. That's why we do that. Okay? So if we get a little bit more lengthening on this table because it gives a little more extension, that's probably why we would get perhaps a better set or a deeper set or a longer lasting Tootsie Roll set. Tootsie Roll lasts a long time. So you guys are too young for that one too, aren't you? Man, never thought I'd see the day. Here we go. All right, so that's your spinous contact on the mid-thoracics with the